Good Tuesday afternoon, too. This is your weather impact extended update on 11 Alive Plus, and we are tracking damage survey results coming in this afternoon. The National Weather Service has been out surveying the damage in Henry and Spalding counties, in addition to the already couple of tornadoes confirmed in the Columbus area and also Twiggs County from storms on Sunday. But this was from Monday morning, the first of several that are going to be confirmed here in this part of the metro. This is in Henry County, Locust Grove, just north of there along I-75, and there was an EF0 tornado that touched down with winds of 75 miles per hour. Wasn't on the ground for very long, but it did disrupt a couple of trees there, and you can see the path right over Bethlehem Road and I-75 just north of Locust Grove. So that is one confirmed tornado from Monday morning storms. We also have another tornado that we don't have the path on yet, but that was a little bit of a stronger tornado than the Henry County one. That one near Griffin in Spalding County on the northwest side of Griffin, and that was an EF1, max winds of 90 miles per hour. We're just waiting on the track of that one. And the Weather Service is also looking at a possible third tornado track. So they have to look at the damage, see how those trees lay down. Is it a converging damage path where everything's kind of done by a tornado, right? Converging things falling down versus are they things that are the same motion, the same direction or outwards? Those would denote straight line winds or a downburst, but they'll be looking to see if there was a possible third track, but that info probably wouldn't come to us until very late later on today. But in the meantime, sunshine is back, and I'll tell you what, it was a chilly morning, but it is turning into a blue sky, gorgeous afternoon. You step into the sunshine, you feel that warmth from that stronger April sun angle, but then out in the shade, it still feels crisp and comfortable outside. And we've already hit the low 60s in the area, in the metro at lunchtime today, and now we're topping out low and mid 60s with some 50s across northwest Georgia. We'll keep the sunshine going this afternoon. Then this evening, as the sun sets, we've got clear skies, dry air. It's going to be a cold night ahead. It's this chilly air coming in behind the cold front that's with us for tonight and into part of Wednesday. But this cold air is not going to stick around. Temperatures do rebound closer to average by the time we get into Thursday of this week. So we will be tracking some milder air moving back in as well. High temperatures today, low, maybe some mid 60s around the metro. Bright sunshine feels great out there. Up across far north Georgia, some spots don't quite make it to 60 degrees. I know it feels refreshing outside, but this is actually a lot cooler than where our average is this time of year. That's in the top right corner of the map there. Average high 72 degrees here in Atlanta early in April. And that chill in the air sticks around for tonight. We've got a freeze warning in northwest Georgia in this purple color and in this kind of periwinkle blue color. We've got a frost advisory on the northwestern side of the metro. So that includes Cobb, Douglas, South Fulton County, Fayette County, Coweta, Spalding, and also Pike County as well, and Troup and Meriwether. And that's where the temperatures will get down to the mid 30s, but not quite to that freeze territory. You do see where we do get down close to freezing temperatures tonight. That's across West Georgia with those clear skies from LaGrange up through Carrollton and Rome. And we'll have some spots below freezing and hard freeze territory across the North Georgia mountains. But inside the center of the city, 40 degrees, and that's why you don't see Atlanta itself in a frost advisory. Now, even though these temperatures are cold enough for frost formation, we may not see widespread frost formation because the winds tonight may stay just enough up there, enough of a breeze to prevent frost from forming. For us to get frost, we need the clear skies, we need the light winds, and we need that kind of crispness in the air, but not that dry of air to where we can't see that moisture coming up. So we'll see some frost, I think, in some better protected valleys, but I'm not sure if it'll be a widespread frost. Nonetheless, frost cloth or a little sheet or a blanket, you can cover up any less cold tolerant plants or bring inside any potted plants into the garage or something like that. Early spring freeze. Can we see on this late in the season? Well, technically we can in Atlanta. April 25th, 1910, the latest ever last freeze for us here in the city, but I always say that with a little caveat. That was before the Industrial Revolution, before Atlanta looked anything like it does now. So we're never going to see a freeze that late, probably, again, here in Atlanta. We averaged our last freeze in the spring. That's getting down to 32 degrees on March 21st. We can see frost conditions, though, into early April in the metro. We always say it's best to wait until after tax day or at least past that first week of April before you're planting any really less cold tolerant plants out there. So that's the cold for tonight. The nice thing about the rain we've gotten and also the cooler temperatures is that pollen has taken a huge nosedive downwards the last couple days and likely is going to take a little bit longer to rebound back upwards. Remember, we're coming off the heels of more than a 7-day stretch of pollen counts above 3,000 each and every day, including a highest 2 ever pollen counts recorded in Atlanta. Pollen count today, 191. Yesterday, it was in the 80s. So we're a little bit higher than yesterday, but hey, not bad out there. 80, rather high for tree pollen levels. We've still got the oak, the pine, and you can see that kind of pine pollen still on some things outside, but for the most part, the rain did wash it away temporarily. Grass and weed levels are low. Mold still in that high range with all the rain that we got yesterday. But we will see, I think, the pollen counts eventually coming back up a little bit again. We just hope that we're done with the worst of pollen season at this point. There's still a long way to go. We're not done with it. We're just maybe done with the peak of the peak. All right, for tomorrow. Cold start in the morning. Remember, a little bit of patchy frost possible in those outlying suburbs. Lunchtime, 57, crisp and chilly and refreshing. But then for the afternoon, a little bit warmer than today. We'll get up to a high of 67 on Wednesday. So that's a little closer to our average. Then for Thursday, we're up to 73, back above average. Notice the temperatures coming back down again to start the weekend. That's because yet another cold front will be sliding into North Georgia. That one comes in with a chance of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder with it, but it's going to happen late Thursday evening. So you see on forecast track, plenty of sunshine today. A little bit of a northwest breeze reinforcing that cool feeling outside. Clear skies and cold overnight tonight. Winds are going to start shifting direction with a little backdoor cold front or a wedge building in. So that'll send in that northeast breeze reinforcing the dry factor outside. And that little breeze keeps probably a lot of the frost from forming through the overnight. Sunshine tomorrow. Plenty of it. We'll be up in the mid and upper 60s. And then you notice by Thursday morning, more of those clouds coming in. Thursday during the daytime looks mostly dry, but as we get into the evening, that's when the showers start to come into play. Here's 5 o'clock on forecast track, maybe a shower or two, but later in the evening, you can see this model may be overdoing the coverage and intensity of the rain, but I like the timeline that it's showing. Later in the evening, one wave of some showers coming in, maybe a rumble of thunder, and then we might see a few of those rain showers lingering for Friday morning, and then that rain gets out of here and sunshine makes its way back in for the weekend. By the way, we've got another Brave series here the next couple of days, and for the Phillies game this evening, it looks great. It's almost like fall ball is what it feels like outside because that crispness in the air, or just you're further north than you are here. All right, heading into Truist Park 62, first pitch temperature 60, and then falling back through the 50s during the game. So if you're heading to the game, it's going to feel fantastic at first pitch. Grab an extra sweater, grab an extra jacket. By the time you're getting ready to walk to your cars, things are going to feel a lot chillier outside there with that 7:15 first pitch. 7-day forecast, you can see the sunshine the next couple of days. That cold start tomorrow morning, 67 in the afternoon. The rain showers again largely happen after the evening commute Thursday and probably after sunset for a lot of us. But it'll be overnight that we're tracking some of that rain, clearing out early Friday morning, and then over the weekend. Really pleasant weekend for springtime standards. 60s on Saturday, low 70s on Sunday, and Monday gets even warmer. We'll start next week with the 80s returning after a week hiatus from North Georgia.